All right, let's dive in. We got some really interesting articles you sent over about using ChatGPT for marketing, especially that segredos do ChatGPT para campañas y automación, not marketing digital. M2025 piece by Steves Jr.
Yeah, that one.
Seems like you're already thinking about 2025 and how to step up your marketing game. So we're going to go beyond the hype and really figure out how to actually use this ChatGPT thing,
Sounds good.
for your business.
Yeah.
Practical stuff.
Yeah.
So what I found fascinating is how that article really hones in on what might be the biggest challenge for marketers in 2025, cutting through all the noise and making a real impact.
Right.
And it presents ChatGPT as this potential solution.
Yeah, it's interesting, right? It really points to ChatGPT as a potential solution, especially for creating those campaigns that really stand out.
Exactly. Because just crafting a campaign that resonates, that's one thing, but then actually doing it efficiently, that's a whole other challenge.
Yeah.
And that's where I think this article really highlights how ChatGPT can automate a lot of the heavy lifting and maybe even personalize messages so it doesn't feel like just another generic ad.
Yeah, that's the key, isn't it? Finding that balance between automation and keeping things personal. Think about how much time marketers spend, on writing individual emails, tweaking ad copy, coming up with fresh content for social media. ChatGPT could really shake things up, streamline that whole workflow.
It's almost like having a super efficient, digital assistant.
Yeah, exactly.
And I love how the article even provides some really practical examples to get you started. Like, say you need 5 different headlines for a Facebook ad campaign. You could literally ask ChatGPT, generate 5 persuasive titles for an ad about digital marketing courses, and boom, you've got a starting point.
Yeah, that's a good example. It really showcases how ChatGPT can be a source of inspiration, but also a major time saver. Instead of getting bogged down in the details, you can focus on the bigger picture, refining your strategy, getting those creative juices flowing. And the article also points out, how ChatGPT can even help with A/B testing.
Oh, yeah.
Which is so important.
Absolutely.
Figuring out what actually works and optimizing those ads for better performance.
Speaking of A/B testing, there was a whole section I wanted to ask you about. It mentions ChatGPT can generate different versions of ad copy. But how does that actually work in practice?
So picture this. You're running a Facebook ad campaign, right?
Okay.
ChatGPT can actually whip up several versions of your ad copy, each with a slightly different angle or message. Then you can run A/B tests directly on Facebook where these different versions compete against each other.
Oh, I see.
Whichever one performs best, gets the most clicks or conversions, that's the winner.
So you can see what actually resonates.
Exactly. But here's the cool part. That data then gets fed back into ChatGPT, so it learns and gets even better at generating high-performing copy over time.
So it's almost like it's constantly learning and improving.
Yeah.
Kind of like a student getting better at writing essays with each round of feedback.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's pretty neat.
It is.
I'm also really curious about the part of the article that dives into using ChatGPT for email automation. We all know personalized emails are fantastic for building those relationships with customers, but actually writing individual emails to hundreds or even thousands of subscribers, well, that's a whole other story.
It's a lot of work.
It is.
Yeah. That's where ChatGPT could really come in handy. It has the potential to pull in information about your subscribers, their interests, purchase history, that sort of thing, and then tailor welcome emails, follow-up messages, even segment your list so you can send really targeted campaigns. It's like having a virtual assistant who's a whiz at email marketing, working tirelessly behind the scenes.
And the article gives this great example. Write a welcome email for new subscribers to a digital marketing newsletter. It's amazing to think you could potentially welcome hundreds of new subscribers with unique emails, all automatically generated and personalized by ChatGPT.
It does make you wonder what else ChatGPT could be capable of, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't stop with emails. The article highlights how it could even help dominate social media.
Oh, tell me about it. Trying to keep up with posting engaging content, it can feel like a never-ending marathon.
Yeah. But the article suggests ChatGPT might be able to generate ideas for posts, come up with those clever captions, even help plan out a whole social media calendar.
So it's like having a brainstorming partner who never runs out of ideas.
Exactly. And what's really smart is that it can apparently adapt its style and tone to different platforms. So whether you're on Instagram, LinkedIn, or TikTok, your brand's voice stays consistent.
That's super important.
The article even provides an example prompt. Create 10 creative captions for posts about automation trends.
So you could essentially have a week's worth of Instagram captions ready to go, all thanks to ChatGPT.
Exactly.
That would be a lifesaver. You know what really caught my eye? The article's discussion of data analysis with ChatGPT. We all know data is important, but sometimes those spreadsheets can feel overwhelming, like a jumbled mess of numbers.
It's easy to get lost in the weeds for sure.
Yeah.
But what's interesting here is that ChatGPT might be a game changer for data-driven decision-making. It's not just about presenting you with raw numbers. It's about helping you see the patterns, understand what's working or not working in a campaign, and even get specific suggestions on how to improve your strategy.
It's almost like having a data analyst on call 24/7, ready to decipher those spreadsheets for you.
Right.
There's even a prompt example. Analyze the results of this campaign and suggest improvements to increase engagement.
Powerful stuff.
Can you imagine being able to ask ChatGPT why a campaign underperformed and actually get specific recommendations? Talk about powerful.
That kind of detailed analysis would be invaluable. And it brings up an important question. If ChatGPT can potentially automate so much of the tactical work in marketing, what does that mean for the future of human creativity and strategy?
That's a really good question. It seems like there's this fear that technology will replace human jobs, but maybe that's not the right way to look at it.
Yeah, I think you're onto something. Perhaps it's not about replacing human marketers, but about giving them the tools to be even better at what they do.
Exactly. It's about humans and machines working together, combining the best of both worlds.
I like that.
And speaking of humans working with machines, this whole conversation is making me think of another article you sent over.
ChatGPT. O poder para superar desafíos específicos en marketing digital.
Ah, yes, that one.
It delves into how ChatGPT can address very specific marketing challenges. For instance, it talks about overcoming writer's block. We've all been there, staring at a blank page, struggling to come up with fresh ideas for a blog post or a social media campaign.
The article suggests that ChatGPT could act as a brainstorming partner, helping generate outlines, explore different angles, and even come up with catchy titles.
Definitely. I've used it for that, yeah.
It sounds like a creativity booster. And speaking of getting unstuck, the article also mentions using ChatGPT for market research. Instead of wading through mountains of data and reports, you could just ask ChatGPT to analyze trends, identify competitor strategies, or even gauge customer sentiment towards your brand.
Imagine that, just being able to ask.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It goes a step further, highlighting how ChatGPT could personalize customer interactions. Imagine integrating it with your chatbot.
Okay.
Providing instant, tailor-made responses to customer queries. 247.
Wow.
It would be like having a team of super efficient customer service reps who never take a break.
It's amazing, yeah.
But let's be real, even with all this automation, there are still some things that require a human touch. Right?
Absolutely. The article acknowledges that while ChatGPT can handle a lot of routine tasks, it can't replace strategic thinking, empathy, and the creativity that humans bring to the table.
Yeah.
It's all about finding the right balance, using ChatGPT to streamline the process and free us up to focus on what we do best.
So it's about augmenting our abilities, not replacing them.
Right.
It's about becoming even better marketers with the help of technology.
Exactly. And that brings us back to your earlier question. What does the future hold for human creativity and strategy in marketing?
Right. If machines start handling all the busy work, does that mean humans become obsolete?
I think it's quite the opposite. It could be our chance to elevate our roles, to focus on the bigger picture, to become, in a sense, the conductors of the marketing orchestra.
I love that analogy. So instead of worrying about being replaced, maybe we should be thinking about how to use these tools to amplify our creativity or strategic thinking and ultimately our impact.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. That's where the real excitement lies. It's a chance to redefine what it means to be a marketer in the age of AI.
Now that's a thought-provoking idea.
Yeah.
And speaking of thought-provoking ideas, you also sent over an article about ChatGPT's role in social media titled ChatGPT nas redes sociais. Aumente engajamento e automação fácil.
Yeah, that's a good one.
This one seems to get even more specific.
Yeah.
About boosting social media results.
It is. It is. This article is packed with practical tips and strategies for using ChatGPT to maximize your social media presence. It goes beyond just generating content and dives into audience engagement. For example, imagine using ChatGPT to craft personalized responses to comments, tailor content to specific groups of followers, or even identify influencers who align with your brand.
Wow, that takes things to a whole new level. It's like having a personal social media strategist by your side, suggesting ways to optimize every move.
Exactly, yeah. And it doesn't stop there. The article also highlights how ChatGPT can help you track social media trends, analyze what your competitors are doing, and even predict what kind of content will resonate best with your target audience.
It's like having a crystal ball for social media success.
Right.
But one thing that always comes up with AI is the potential for things to go wrong. Like, what if ChatGPT generates offensive content or completely misses the mark with its tone?
Yeah, it's a valid concern.
Yeah.
And the article addresses it directly. It stresses the importance of human oversight, especially when dealing with sensitive topics.
Okay.
Reviewing and editing anything ChatGPT generates is crucial to ensure it reflects your brand's voice and values.
So it's not about blindly trusting the machine.
No.
It's about using it as a partner.
Yeah.
A tool to enhance our judgment and expertise.
Exactly. I think that's a key takeaway from all these articles. ChatGPT has incredible potential, but it's not a magic solution. It requires human guidance, strategic thinking,
and a willingness to experiment and adapt.
It's about finding that sweet spot where human ingenuity meets AI power.
Exactly. That's where the real magic happens.
I'm starting to see a recurring theme here. It seems like the future of marketing is less about fearing AI and more about embracing its potential
I agree.
to unlock new levels of creativity, efficiency, and ultimately success.
Yeah, definitely.
And speaking of unlocking potential, you also sent over an article that dives into the nitty-gritty of using ChatGPT for paid advertising. Cómo automatizar campañas de tráfego pago y aumentar vendas con ChatGPT.
Oh, yeah.
This one seems like it gets into the practical details of how to use ChatGPT as paid advertising.
It kicks off by highlighting how ChatGPT can help with research.
Okay.
Particularly identifying the best keywords to reach your target audience.
That's huge. Keyword research can feel like falling down a rabbit hole.
Oh, yeah.
Spending hours and hours sifting through data. Absolutely. The article suggests that you can use ChatGPT to analyze search trends, identify relevant keywords for your target audience, and even generate new keyword ideas that you might not have thought of on your own.
So it's like having a research assistant who can sift through all that data and highlight the most relevant keywords for your campaigns.
Exactly. And it goes beyond just identifying keywords. The article also explains how you can use ChatGPT to write compelling ad copy that actually converts. Imagine being able to ask ChatGPT to generate different versions of your ad copy, tailored to specific demographics, interests, or even different stages of the buying process.
It would be like having a team of copywriters at your disposal.
Exactly. And the article goes even further, suggesting that ChatGPT can help you analyze your ad performance data, identify areas for improvement.
Oh, wow.
And even recommend bid adjustments to optimize your campaigns.
So it's like having an AI-powered campaign manager working nonstop to maximize your return on investment.
That's a great way to put it. But here's the really mind-blowing part. The article even suggests that ChatGPT could automate the creation of landing pages that are perfectly aligned with your ad campaigns.
Hold on. It can do that too.
That's what the article claims. Imagine this. You write an ad for a new product, and ChatGPT automatically generates a corresponding landing page.
Oh my gosh.
With compelling copy, visuals, and a clear call to action, all ready to go.
That would completely change the game.
Right.
No more back and forth between marketing and web development. No more delays in launching campaigns.
Exactly. The article stresses that the key to success with ChatGPT is to think strategically about how you use it. It's not about blindly automating everything. It's about using ChatGPT as a tool to enhance your expertise and amplify your results.
So it's about finding that sweet spot where human ingenuity meets AI power.
Precisely. That's where the real magic happens.
We're definitely seeing a pattern here.
Yeah.
It seems like the future of marketing is not about fearing AI, but about embracing its potential to unlock new levels of creativity, efficiency, and ultimately success.
I couldn't agree more.
But before we get completely carried away with our AI-powered future,
Yeah.
let's take a step back and consider potential challenges.
Good point.
We should definitely explore that side of things in more detail in part 2.
Sounds good. It's easy to get swept up in all the exciting possibilities that ChatGPT offers.
Absolutely.
But, it's important to also consider the potential challenges and think about how to use it responsibly.
You're right. We should definitely explore that side of things. What kind of challenges come to mind for you?
Well, one thing that jumps out is the need for careful planning and integration. ChatGPT is a powerful tool, but it's not a plug-and-play solution. It requires a thoughtful approach to how you integrate it into your existing workflows and processes.
That makes sense. It's not like you can just flip a switch and suddenly everything is automated.
Exactly. You need to think about which tasks are best suited for automation, how to train ChatGPT on your specific brand voice and data, and how to ensure human oversight to maintain quality control.
So it's really about finding that balance between automation and human intervention. You mentioned training ChatGPT on your brand voice. Is that something that's covered in any of the articles you sent?
Yes, actually. The article ChatGPT o poder para superar desafíos específicos en marketing digital goes into some detail about that. It emphasizes the importance of providing ChatGPT with clear guidelines and examples of your brand's communication style. This could include things like your tone of voice, preferred vocabulary, and key messaging points.
It's like giving ChatGPT a crash course in your brand's personality.
Exactly. The more information you provide, the better equipped ChatGPT will be to generate content that aligns with your brand identity.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It's like teaching someone to write in your style. You need to give them clear instructions and examples.
Precisely. And this process of training and refinement is ongoing. As you use ChatGPT and provide feedback, it will continue to learn and adapt to your specific needs.
That's fascinating. It almost sounds like you're developing a partnership with ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Constantly refining its output and guiding it towards a shared goal.
I think that's a great way to look at it. It's not about humans versus machines. It's about collaboration and synergy.
It's like having a teammate who brings unique skills and perspectives to the table.
And this collaboration can extend beyond just content creation. The article also highlights how ChatGPT can help you analyze and understand your target audience on a deeper level.
That sounds really interesting. Can you elaborate on that?
Sure. Imagine you're trying to launch a new product. And you want to get a better understanding of your ideal customer. You could ask ChatGPT to analyze customer reviews, social media conversations, and other data sources to identify key demographics, interests, and pain points.
That would be incredibly valuable. Instead of relying on gut feeling or broad assumptions, you'd have concrete data points to inform your marketing strategy.
And this data-driven approach can be applied to everything from content creation to campaign optimization. For example, let's say you're running a social media campaign. And you want to know what kind of content is resonating best with your audience. You could ask ChatGPT to analyze engagement metrics, identify popular themes and topics, and even suggest new content ideas based on those insights.
It's like having a constant feedback loop, constantly learning and refining your approach based on real-time data.
Precisely. And this level of data analysis can also be applied to campaign optimization. For example, let's say you're running a paid advertising campaign and you want to improve your click-through rates. You could ask ChatGPT to analyze your ad copy, targeting parameters, and landing page design to identify areas for improvement.
It sounds like ChatGPT could be an incredibly powerful tool for marketers who want to make data-driven decisions.
But as with any tool, it's important to use it responsibly and ethically. One thing that comes to mind is the potential for ChatGPT to perpetuate existing biases if it's trained on biased data.
That's a really important point. We need to be mindful of the data sources we're using and ensure that ChatGPT is being trained on a diverse and representative data set.
Exactly. And we also need to be aware of the potential for ChatGPT to be used to create misleading or deceptive content. For example, someone could use ChatGPT to generate fake reviews or social media posts to manipulate public opinion.
So it's not just about using ChatGPT to automate tasks. It's about using it in a way that aligns with our values and ethical principles.
As marketers, we have a responsibility to use these powerful tools in a way that benefits society as a whole.
I completely agree. And I think this leads to an even bigger question. What is the role of human judgment and creativity in a world where AI can automate so many tasks?
That's a question that deserves a deep dive all its own.
We'll definitely have to explore that further. For now, I'm curious to hear more about the article you mentioned earlier. Cómo automatizar campañas de tráfico pago y aumentar vendas con ChatGPT.
Yeah.
It sounds like it dives into using ChatGPT for paid advertising, which is something I'm really interested in.
Yes, this article gets into the specifics of how to use ChatGPT to optimize paid advertising campaigns.
Okay.
It starts by explaining how ChatGPT can help with keyword research,
Okay.
which, as we said, can be a very time-consuming task.
I'm all ears. Keyword research can feel like trying to find a needle in a haystack.
Exactly. The article suggests that you can use ChatGPT to analyze search trends, identify relevant keywords for your target audience, and even generate new keyword ideas that you might not have thought of on your own.
So it's like having a research assistant who can sift through all that data
Right.
and highlight the most relevant keywords for your campaigns.
Precisely. And it goes beyond just identifying keywords.
Okay.
The article also explains how you can use ChatGPT to write compelling ad copy that actually converts. Imagine being able to ask ChatGPT to generate different versions of your ad copy tailored to specific demographics, interests, or even different stages of the buying process.
It would be like having a team of copywriters at your disposal,
Exactly.
each with a unique perspective and style.
And the article goes even further, suggesting that ChatGPT can help you analyze your ad performance data, identify areas for improvement,
Oh, wow.
and even recommend bid adjustments to optimize your campaigns.
It sounds like having an AI-powered campaign manager working tirelessly to maximize your return on investment.
That's a great way to put it. But here's the really mind-blowing part. The article suggests that ChatGPT could even automate the creation of landing pages that are perfectly aligned with your ad campaigns.
Wait, what? It could do that too.
That's what the article claims. Imagine this. You write an ad for a new product, and ChatGPT automatically generates a corresponding landing page with compelling copy, visuals, and a clear call to action all ready to go.
That would be a game changer. No more back and forth between marketing and web development teams.
Right.
No more delays in getting campaigns up and running.
Exactly. The article emphasizes that the key to success with ChatGPT is to think strategically about how you use it.
Okay.
It's not about blindly automating everything. It's about using ChatGPT as a tool to enhance your expertise and amplify your results.
So it's about finding that sweet spot where human ingenuity meets AI power.
Precisely. That's where the real magic happens.
We're definitely seeing a recurring theme here. It seems like the future of marketing is not about fearing AI, but about embracing its potential to unlock new levels of creativity, efficiency, and ultimately success.
I couldn't agree more. But before we get completely carried away with our AI-powered future, it's important to remember that no technology is a silver bullet. There are potential challenges and limitations to consider.
You're absolutely right. What kind of challenges came to mind for you?
One of the biggest challenges I see is the issue of data privacy. ChatGPT relies heavily on data to function effectively, and as marketers, we need to be mindful of how we're collecting, storing, and using that data. We need to ensure that we're complying with all relevant privacy regulations and that we're being transparent with our customers about how their data is being used.
That's a crucial point. Data privacy is a growing concern,
Yeah,
and it's something we need to take very seriously.
absolutely. We need to be ethical stewards of the data we collect and use it responsibly.
Another challenge that comes to mind is the potential for bias in ChatGPT's output. If ChatGPT is trained on biased data, it could perpetuate those biases in its content generation. This could lead to the creation of content that is discriminatory or offensive.
That's a very valid concern. We need to be vigilant about the data sources we're using to train ChatGPT and ensure that they are representative and inclusive. We also need to be aware of the potential for bias in the prompts we give to ChatGPT and be careful not to introduce our own biases into the system.
So it's not just about the data itself, it's also about how we interact with ChatGPT and the prompts we provide.
Exactly. It's a two-way street. We need to be mindful of both the input and the output when working with AI systems like ChatGPT.
These are really important considerations. It seems like the key takeaway here is that while ChatGPT offers incredible potential, it also comes with responsibilities.
I couldn't agree more. It's not about blindly embracing AI.
Right.
It's about using it thoughtfully and ethically to enhance our work and create a better future for everyone.
That's a powerful message. And I think it leads perfectly into the final point. I wanted to discuss the role of human judgment and creativity in a world where AI can automate so many tasks.
That's a question that I think will continue to evolve as AI technology advances. But I believe that human creativity and intuition will always be essential, even in a world where AI can automate many tasks.
I agree. AI can help us with tasks like data analysis, content generation, and campaign optimization. But it can't replicate the human spark of creativity, empathy, and strategic thinking.
Exactly. Those qualities will become even more valuable in a world where AI is handling the more routine tasks. We'll need to focus on the things that machines can't do, understanding complex human emotions, connecting with audiences on a deeper level, and coming up with truly innovative ideas.
It's like AI can help us with the what and the how, but humans will always be needed for the why.
I love that. It's about finding that synergy between human and machine where each brings its unique strengths to the table.
This has been such a fascinating conversation. It's clear that ChatGPT has the potential to revolutionize marketing, but it's also clear that we need to approach it thoughtfully and responsibly.
I couldn't agree more. It's an exciting time to be in marketing, and I can't wait to see how AI continues to shape the industry in the years to come.
Yeah, it really is an exciting time to be in marketing. AI is changing the landscape so rapidly, and it's fascinating to see how tools like ChatGPT are pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. It feels like we're on the cusp of a major shift. And it's up to us to harness the power of AI in a way that's both innovative and responsible.
That brings me back to something we touched on earlier, the role of human judgment and creativity in this new era of AI-powered marketing. I think this is a crucial topic
to
explore further.
It's easy to get caught up in the technical aspects of AI, but we can't lose sight of the human element.
Right.
After all, marketing is ultimately about connecting with people, understanding their needs and desires, and creating experiences that resonate with them on an emotional level.
Exactly. AI can certainly help us with tasks like analyzing data, generating content, and optimizing campaigns. But it can't replicate the human touch. The empathy, the intuition, the ability to tap into those deeper emotional connections.
Right. That's where human creativity and strategic thinking come in. We need to think beyond the algorithms and the data points and ask ourselves, what stories are we telling? What emotions are we evoking? Are we truly connecting with our audience on a human level?
It's like AI can help us build the foundation, but humans are the architects. Who bring the vision and the artistry to life.
I love that analogy. It's about finding that synergy between human ingenuity and AI capabilities. Think about it this way. AI can analyze thousands of data points and tell us what's working. But it can't tell us why it's working. It takes human insight and understanding to connect those dots and develop a truly compelling narrative.
That's a really good point. Data can tell us what people are doing. But it can't always tell us why they're doing it. That's where human empathy and intuition come in. Understanding the motivations, the desires, the underlying needs that drive human behavior.
Exactly. And that's what makes marketing so fascinating. It's a blend of art and science, of data and intuition, of logic and emotion. AI can certainly enhance our capabilities, but it can't replace the human element.
It's like AI can be the paintbrush. But human creativity is the artist who wields it.
I like that. It's a partnership. A collaboration between human and machine. Each bringing its unique strengths to the canvas.
So as we look ahead to 2025 and beyond, what does this mean for the future of marketing? What skills and qualities will be most valuable in this new era of AI-driven marketing?
That's a great question. I think we'll see a shift towards more strategic and creative roles. Marketers will need to be able to think critically, analyze data, and develop innovative solutions. But they'll also need to be empathetic storytellers who can connect with audiences on a deeper level.
It sounds like the marketers of the future will need to be a blend of data analyst, creative strategist, and human psychologist.
Exactly. It's a challenging but exciting prospect. We'll need to constantly adapt, learn new skills, and embrace the evolving landscape of marketing.
This has been such an insightful conversation. I feel like I have a much clearer understanding of the potential and the challenges of using ChatGPT for marketing in 2025.
I'm glad to hear that. It's a topic that's constantly evolving, so it's important to stay curious, keep experimenting, and always be learning.
And I think that's a great note to end on. Thanks for diving into this fascinating topic with me.
It was my pleasure. I can't wait to see what the future holds for marketing in the age of AI.